Okay, so it's what time is it? It's 5:13. I woke up whatever in the middle of the night, and I just got on my internet and saw something. That's why I made a post or whatever on my Facebook page. I saw some real fake stuff, and I just had to respond. And like I said before, I'm not usually a person that originally claps at somebody or whatever. You have to do something to me or whatever I feel is fake. And on a certain level, if a person knows my energy and they do something fake, it determines like I'm gonna clap back at you or whatever because the fact that you even tried it and you know my energy. So we'll just say that. Now let me say this. I'm a person who's real, straightforward or whatever. Um in the past and what I've learned, like in the past, dealing with narcissists, dealing with vindictive exes, dealing with people that did black magic on me, dealing with people that take shots who I put on my page and pumped up and stuff like that, dealing with all that fake stuff or whatever. What I've learned is that it's just in general when people can just be envious of you. And this is why I said when I put stuff on my page, I did some research on earth angels and high yogas and stuff like that. And I've heard through several readings that I'm an earth angel. When I posted, it's like people automatically think in their mind that all empaths are divine feminists or earth angels and stuff like that. And I told you that everybody is an earth angel. That's not me saying, oh, I'm the only earth angel. It's nothing like that. If a person speaks or whatever, you can tell in their character if they're an earth angel or not. You throwing shots at people, you are shots at people, especially if you're a tarot reader and you know their energy, you automatically know that you're not an earth angel or whatever. So that ain't nothing to even suggest or nothing like that, or even try to speculate or figure out. You know, if you being seductive and all this other stuff, which is fine if you are lost. I'm not saying it's fine, but when you're lost or whatever, and and that's another thing I want to say. Just because you dress seductive or whatever doesn't mean that you don't love God. It's just when you're a messenger for God and you're teaching and coming from something that you used to be, or you feel it, or God is speaking through you. You can't dress in a certain way because that's automatically you're gonna be looked at as being fake or whatever from people that have real eyes. So we'll just say that, especially if you continuously do it and you know what you're doing or whatever. So let's just say that makes me look at people kind of flaky. But let me just clarify some things. Now, I've heard through several readings, came to certain type of information, and then certain things I experienced. I just want to say this because I don't really like addressing a narcissist, but I just want to say this. First of all, it's nothing that you can't really. It's nothing that a person like the narcissist, what he did, that he could ever come to me and say. Number one, you already know it's been over a year or whatever, or a year and a month or whatever. No apology. No, you left a person for dead. And not only that, you're with people that's doing black magic on me or whatever, tried to warn you and stuff like that. And then you sending people to watch me. Then this is the thing that really bothers me. The person knows that I know what he did. Fuck all that tarot reading stuff. Not fuck it, fuck the tarot reading because that helps if she is like. But the person knows that I know that he is following me and kept starting at the car and drive. Like you know that I know that. You know that I know that you date. I think he dated a dark brown girl, whatever, who's pregnant. You know that I know that you was living with somebody and all this other stuff. You know I know you was running your mouth about me and all this other stuff. You know that I know that. And even if I didn't go to the person's location and saw that he was starting his car up and following stuff like that, and I saw my address on there like months back to know that he's doing it, I still know that you're doing it or whatever. It's unexplainable. That just shows me proof that you were doing it. I don't give a fuck how many times you tried to change up your Google thing in the front and faking all this stuff. You know that I know everything that's going on in the background. You know I know that. And you know what you did. So my thing is, why would you continue to stalk and harass somebody that whatever you're doing, and you know that I know that. Now, this, remember I told you this person put all my business on blast or whatever, all my secrets and stuff. I could be like real malicious, but I'm just explaining stuff. Now, if you know you have a serious mental disorder where you hear voices and stuff like that, then the best thing to do is try to pray and handle that and get that taken care of. Because it's like you just out here, it's nothing wrong with, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having a mental illness, but we all have issues stem from certain abuse and stuff like that. But when you just running all wild and amok and stuff like that, terrorizing people, inserting yourself in their life and stuff like that, and getting other people involved, that's when it becomes an issue. It's like told me that this person was trying to test me or whatever, doing stuff, trying to see if you're loyal, all this other stuff. Now you doing all this shit, left me for dead, lied on me, did all this shit to see if I'm loyal, to test me. But you don't think God watching you and testing you. That's the stuff that irritates me and gets on my nerve. You did all this backstabbing. That's number one. That's not even a way to test somebody. That's just showing that you really demonic and you ain't no loyalty and you just you for everybody or whatever. So we'll just say that everybody except for the one person that had your back. So I don't know if people look at themselves in a certain way and they see themselves in another way, but this is my thing. When it's a movie out, and I always like to compare things to movies in real life. It's a movie out called I forgot the name of it. It's a Tyler Perry movie with Janet Jackson found out her husband was gay and all this other stuff. Now this is my thing. If you're gay, you're gay. If you promiscuous, you promiscuous. You do drugs, you do drugs. Whatever it is, what it is. This is my problem. If you using women as a front or whatever, constantly getting women pregnant or whatever, you have chaos and drama wherever the fuck you go. And you only use women as a front. You sleep with them, you ghost people, you get this woman pregnant, abandon them. It's like you're doing all this, causing all this chaos and drama. Everybody you get where you end up stalking them, you do all this stuff. You gotta know in your mind, you have to seriously know in your mind that I don't give a fuck how long you been getting away with it or what kind of issue you have. You gotta know that there's some type of repayment for that. And you gotta know that it's like, it's no way that I could then let you know a person is evil. There's no way I could do something like that. Betray a person in a way like that. Know that person did nothing to me. Know that person's character. Know they know the truth about me. And just sit on that shit. Now don't apologize because I don't want no apology. Anybody that could do what they did and apologize a year later. And the last time I saw you, know what you did. You know I don't fucking trust you or whatever. And you know automatically I don't even need no explanation. Nothing like that. You been playing on the phone and all this shit. So you know I know what you're doing or whatever. It's either you, your girl, whatever, playing on the phone. You know I know all this shit that you did. And you just sitting on it. And then not only that, but still sitting, watching, plotting and stuff like that. What you need to be doing is really repenting because this is my thing. If you know who a person is, you know what you did. You know the character of that person. You know that person is favored or a chosen person of God. But you still sitting there and you want some bullshit or whatever. I don't even give a fuck if you never admit to the truth of what you did. God is gonna expose you. God knows what you did, and you will be judged. But nothing in your logical mind is saying stop. Nothing in your logical mind is saying let me chill out. Nothing in your logical mind is saying, dang, I did a whole lot of whatever. I know I can never approach this person, but even stalking a person, because you know that I know that you're doing it or whatever. And when you're not doing it, getting people to do it, you know you're in a relationship or whatever. You know what you have. You know you plotting to try to come towards me to give me something and then run off. You know you're doing all this shit or whatever, but you still, and you know the truth about me, but you still choosing to do that. That's what I'm saying. People do, they do real silly stuff. That's why I had to go through that because it helps me be able to read people better. And then when I screw up and try to lower my defenses and give people the benefit of the doubt, they always still be on some bullshit and it's like you can't even do that. So that's why my guard is really up. I don't give a fuck about it's not even about I'm not even finna get on here and be like I did this for you. You know what I did for you or whatever, and you know that you betrayed me or whatever. You know you sat around your weak ass dysfunctional ass family or whatever and let all them people let's say this person was laughing and stuff like that. I'm saying people they see themselves in another type of way that isn't reality. Nobody's perfect or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. People be on some clown shit. If you know that you are a male that hates women or whatever, from whatever your mother did to you, your daddy, your babysitters, whatever the fuck. Now you remember there's no loyalty because you told all my fucking personal business, and not only that, but fucking lied on me. So you have all this dysfunctional and stuff like that. You know what you did, and then you know the type of person I was towards you, and you still choose to be malicious and do all this silly stuff or whatever. That's what I be saying. I don't even see how some people could even. It's no way that I could even live with myself with stuff like that. You hate women and you use them as a front or whatever to cover up your real sexuality. You keep and you have to know that you're gonna get punished for keep on they said this person is a pimp or whatever. You already know that if you a pimp and you a secret pimp, you didn't tell me whatever. You already. I'm not saying that you are, but you already know that if you own that type stuff, and you violent and towards women, and you keep on making babies over 9 kids, whatever, everywhere, and just impregnate women and running off. You already know that you're gonna get strict judgment for that or whatever. The only way to be stopped, if it's not jail, it has to be death. Because it's like something gotta get your mind right and bring you back to reality. But I don't even see how a person who's on the down low secretly, you can't be yourself, you can't speak up for yourself, you get punked by everybody. I don't even see how somebody like that can even talk about somebody like that. That's what I'm saying. And they said the person that was the realest with this person because he didn't know love. He dogged them the worst. But it's like that's what I'm saying is when you have a certain when people are schizophrenic or whatever, they see things backwards. Like I said, I'm not trying to. And it is what it is because this person lied on me, so it is what it is, and still playing. But when you schizophrenic or whatever, you see things backwards and you hear voices. To me, I look at stuff on a more spiritual level, just like I look at stuff as like depression. That's the devil telling you you ain't nothing. Blah 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 blah. I look at schizophrenia as more of a it's like demonic because you're hearing voices inside your head telling you to do dark stuff or whatever, probably from something that you dabbled in, and you're seeing stuff backwards. That's why narcissists do stuff that what they do when people call them devils or whatever, because it's spirits inside of you that are leading you to do that or whatever. Anybody, that's why it's so backwards. Anybody that can do what you did, show loyalty to people that don't give a fuck about you, and then stalk, torture, harass, and lie on a person of God that was there for you. They let you already know that you have a serious mental problem. But I don't really give a fuck about the serious mental problem. What I give a fuck about is that you need to stay in your own lane and handle it. No apology is needed or whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about it. Nobody can even be remorseful for something like that because you did in the first place. So we'll just say that whatever you got going on, you need to handle that and get that right. And what I have a problem with is women that if you with a woman, and I said online that you've done this, several readers have even said it too. Now I said that online, and a woman knows that and still with you, and then doing magic on the person that you're stalking, harassing, and lied on. You gotta know that God is not with you, and you gotta know there's judgment for that. Your mom too, or whatever. Don't know the story. It's like don't know your lies, or they have to know because I've been online and said that, and you can go verify that, play with your cards, or go to a psychic to find out if it's true or whatever. But even regardless of all this stuff, I'm not gonna get on here and lie. The truth still stands. So my thing is, whatever you got going on, it's like you need to stay in your own ear. There's no way that I could ever respect somebody like that. And if after you did what you did, and you know I'm in an area I don't want to even be in or feel safe in, and you got niggas following me and based on these lies and stupidity and all this stuff that you done, but you still stalk a person or whatever, because in your mind you're trying to test them. But God is watching you and testing you and seeing your true character and knows your final outcome or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. People just do weird stuff. It's another thing. A nigga or whatever that I used to watch online and post and bump up and stuff like that, taking them little subliminal shots because you mad I'm exposing the truth and you a part of that shit or whatever. But you doing magic in the background. I'm jealous. I don't give a fuck how many followers you have and stuff like that. People with a whole bunch of views and stuff like that can be jealous of somebody's potential and also can be jealous because the person is real. When you don't have no integrity and you don't have no soul and you work for Satan, you're gonna automatically be upset at a person who can stand and won't fall and won't bend and won't sell out or whatever because it's like you already sold out or whatever. So I don't ever put past that people are rich or certain status with, because spiritually I'm higher than a lot of people, so we can just say that spiritually real, and it's not just me, spiritually real chosen people of God, real true earth angels, real true empaths, they're higher than a lot of people on a certain level. So if you're faking on some fake stuff, then you're going to those shots and envy who she thinks she is. Real people, whatever, real people of God don't envy others, don't get jealous of others. We, especially if you see a person, if they went through something or something like that, you jump on the bandwagon. So that's why I look at people like that. They be talking all their real stuff and be doing fake stuff and throwing shots and stuff like that. Materialistic people. It's just like, and people that they know that they'll act like they can help you, but don't really want to do it, trying to make a fool out of you or whatever. I look at you as working for the devil, and you know you work for the devil. Now, if you know that you did some type of magic and stuff like that to get my attention or whatever, and they purposely ignore me, then you know you work for the devil and throw shots and stuff like that. Cause you really not who you say you are. So we'll just say that this. I don't respect people that do those little what is it, sex magic or love spells, just to get somebody's attention, and then purposely ignore them. That makes no type of sense, and I don't give a damn who believes it. I could find readings online, not find, but I've looked at readings online, and I could upload them to my page that say exactly what happened, that match what I say, and you'll have no doubt but to know that they're about me and a particular person. So we'll just say that anybody, even if you're from the outside in, don't know the situation, they'll be so direct that you'll know what the person is talking about, there, who they're referring to. So we'll just say that. But that's what I'm saying. People just, I don't even question or not even, and I'm not even gonna allow my mind to get confused on why people do stuff that they do. You do stuff because God is not with you and you're evil. That's why I try to refer to things like people that work for the devil and sell out or whatever. Know that you work for the devil. Know that you're living a sinful life. Know that you're purposely trying to hurt people. I compare that to that movie 30 Days a Night. Remember when that guy, he sold them people out in that neighborhood, and he knew those vampires were coming to kill those people, and he made a pact with the vampires, and he thought he was gonna become a vampire and be somebody big and stuff like that. And what the vampires do, they use them and then they kill them. That's what the devil does or whatever. So people that run with the devil, they think they are high and mighty and stuff like that. It don't matter what the devil tell you, it's your fucking enemy. He'll tell you anything to lure you and make this look good or whatever, but in the end, it's like you already know what's gonna happen. If God is saying use the word for God, then that means God is above him. If he got hated on and kicked out of heaven and you know his final demise, I told you that he's very, very mad and angry. He'll do anything to try. And he used people like that as pawns or whatever. It's like he used these type of people and promised them this. It's no loyalty with Satan. You saw it. I compared it to Denzel Washington. Even though that's even though that Training Day movie or whatever is I don't know if that's real or not, but it's just that's how narcissists act. They don't give a fuck, no loyalty, set you up, especially good people. They look down and hate on good people, empaths or whatever. You ain't down with the devil is narc, you disposable, so it is what it is. But once Satan get through using you or whatever, then he's gonna discard you and then laugh at you just like you laugh at real people of God who stand in truth. It's nothing faker than a person. This is just besides people with money, people with status, people that do dark stuff in the background. When you know the fucking truth, you know the truth about somebody, you know the real truth, and you still choose to sit in darkness and lies, then that's more than selling out. You already know where you're gonna go. It's no way I could just be sitting up there knowing I'm full of shit and knowing I'm getting all this attention and praise and stuff like that, and sit amongst people that I know are full of shit, don't have my best interest, and purposely try to tear down a real person or whatever. That's when you know that the devil is working through you or whatever to try to destroy God's people. So I just want to make this last little post or whatever and just say it, because I know people think that I don't know what they're doing, but they say this person thinks because they're quiet, you don't know. No, nigga, I know that you're following. I know that you're watching. I know that you get niggas to watch me. I know that you lied on me. I know the lies you told. I know you left me for dead. I know that you went back and messed with your baby mama. I know that you with somebody pregnant, whether the baby is yours or not. I don't give a flying fuck anymore. That's your business. I tried to warn you. I know that you told lies to your mama. I know that you know these people are doing black magic on me, and you're still staying there acting like like you stupid and don't know. And I know you did play magic on me. So I don't know if this person thinks that I'm just stupid or don't know they follow me or don't know any of this shit. I know you look hacked through my phone. I know I'm not fucking stupid or whatever. And I'm not talking about that Scorpio X right now. I'm talking about that narcissist or whatever. And I was talking about somebody else just now that I used to follow or whatever. That's fake. So that's why I'm saying sometimes I have to make videos to clarify because I don't know if people think that I'm stupid, don't know, whatever. And if you don't care, you have to care because you're my personal business. But I just want to make a video on this to clear up some things. Just make sure that when you testing people and you trying to see if they telling the truth or if they really are they say are, make sure that you are who you say you are. And if you're not, then you need to be trying to spend time repenting, getting closer to God or whatever. Because it's nothing like messing with one of God's chosen ones. I told you what happened with people who come up against me and mess with me and maliciously try to turn me down knowing I'm my heart and knowing I'm a good person. God will test you too. God test me and seeing if she gonna stay loyal, she gonna stay faithful or whatever. If I let all these people do this, is which I'm protected, but if to let these people do this, is she gonna slip back into her old ways and stuff like that and get persuaded? No, I'm not getting off my path or whatever. I know who I am and I know that when God promises people that stand by him and stuff like that. So we'll just say that. But instead of testing me, what you need to be doing is looking in the mirror at your true character and seeing you for who you really are. You need not worry about what society thinks about you or what people tell you, or the lies that people tell you to try to dictate your life. What you need to be worried about is what God thinks about you, because that's the only opinion that really matters. So I just want to get on here and make this last video because I woke up and then when something's on my mind or whatever, I just have to get on here and say something. So it is what it is. I don't give a damn about people messing with the views and stuff like that, because that's your karma. You're gonna get tested, whether you behind YouTube and you don't like these messages getting out and you trying to stop that, whether you an ex that is jealous because I leveled up and changed and you're still lost in sin and you trying to stop stuff, try to be malicious and stuff like that because you think that's gonna make me feel bad or something like that, whether you did isolation spells or whatever, all this stuff y'all put out, y'all niggas gonna get back tenfold or whatever. And that's why people give warnings, because they can see what's happening. Even if I don't get no guidance or no outlook on what these people's karma is gonna be. If I never got tarot readings, I intuitively know as a real person of God, as a good-hearted person, that it's no way that God gonna let you go and live a happy life and enjoy yourself after the stuff you did. The devil will fool you and make you think that you get away with stuff for so long and you above karma and as if you're God or whatever. But that's the devil's lies or whatever. God does not let people get away with stuff like that. He'll make you think you are to test your character. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta, everything you did, you gotta pay for it. Everything you do, you gotta answer for that. Me too, or whatever that is. This is serious spiritual warfare. It's people out here that know the truth, know what's coming, know about the rapture, know about the New World Order, know about the secret transgender agenda, know about the pedophilia agenda that's coming next or whatever. Try to make people submissive and accept anything or whatever the way they can come with the new with the just new laws or whatever, lawlessness or whatever. Do what you want. God is love, all this other stuff they know about it, and then they act like they don't know about it. That's one way I know for sure when people deny the secret transgender agenda, the gay agenda, all other stuff. I know they satanic, especially people who know the truth. People who are lost too, they don't want to believe it. They don't want to hear it. Anybody, like I said, I have an aunt that's gay. She does not like what I do, watch everything I do. I've heard she got tarot readings to try to look and see if everything I'm saying telling the truth, but don't want to try to better her life. It's easier to point the finger and try to discredit people when you don't have a connection with God than to work on yourself and try to better yourself and get closer to God and change your life. So instead of changing your life, you look at the person that did the work and changed their life, and you want to try to bring them back down, and you don't see that you work for Satan. And if you do see that, then just automatically know that Satan is using you as a pawn. You're his enemy, and then when he's done with you, he's gonna discard you, and you're gonna be looking stupid. So I just say that. I just had to put out this last video or whatever, and just put this message out and try to explain how I'm currently feeling and just stuff I came to the conclusion on. So that's it.